NaVi's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team pick. NaVi's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. And Andy, I'm an idiot. I can't remember in Reborn. Do I need to open mic to party or team for it to work for casting? Oh, okay. Okay, that's cool. That's good. So it's a good job you did that second, because that confirms it. Right, so that's brilliant. In game, people did not level 1 Sunstrike somewhere. Why not 6.86? Oh, we just Sunstrike the base. I mean, I guess that's not too shabby, that is it? Level 1, get the Sunstrike out, have a quick little check at some items if you get vision when you Sunstrike the base. You know, you might see those secret item pickups. Yes. What? What? Is this a jungle Abaddon? Alright, so I guess it is jungle MP. I guess. I mean, I guess they are going to run him in the jungle if they're going to put Abaddon. I mean, this is what we were saying. The fact that I don't think I've actually seen a game where it has been support. I swear it just always has been in a farming core role, like on the bottom hard lane. Yes.
30 seconds to battle.
Oh, it's good. It is very good. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing as well. And like Dendi, obviously, his damage is all AoE. You've got a Mana Void as well. Yeah, if you get that Agsabadon ult out before they start coming through in the fights, it's going to be hard for NaVi to fight into. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. So game one here of the 2-game series between NaVi and Team Spirit. On the side of NaVi, we're going to be having Akmo on that off-lane Spirit Breaker. Soneko will be on his support Sanking. Dendi in the mid lane on his signature Puck. And down on the bottom, we've got Artstar playing on the support Bane. It's going to be Ditcherar farming away on arguably one of his most well-known heroes, the Anti-Mage. And I'm OD Pixel. I'm here with Draskell. Draskell, do you want to give us a quick little rundown of what we're seeing from the side of Team Spirit? Oh, the names. I think Rams is definitely real. That rings a bell. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, offlane MP, and so what's the Abaddon doing? He's been making these little side pulls on the offlane and mid lane. We're actually seeing it jump in, and Dendi, with the help of Soneko, getting first blood there, and Dendi just surviving. He's gonna salve up, and all right, we've got a Dendi puck game on our hands.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is just one of those games where you're looking at the heroes and you know there's going to be a point where it kicks off. I think a lot of this is on Dendi's Blink Dagger timing as well. And oh, there we have some branch action. Plants a tree, eats a tree, double the length for the regen. Yes, please. Dendi there, using it to hold his place in the mid lane. It's 10-1 against the 7-2. Also favoring the fact, and Soneko, he's looking for the Rat Round Invoker. He's ready for it this time though, playing a little bit more careful, getting back. Go Black is there as well and does have an Aphotic Shield available if stuff does kick off. So Invoker will be fine this time. And I mean, Soneko on this level 2 Sanking. I don't think I've ever seen level 2 Sanking be this aggressive in the mid lane. On top lane, looks like we've got a bit of action. Soneko again, my god, this man with his rotations. He's been an issue mid, and now he's been an issue top. He's got the body blocks on Dazzle, so the Shallow Grave, it really doesn't matter. One more right click will finish it. And Soneko, I mean, there's 2 kills on the board, and those 2 kills are entirely down to this man's positioning.
Спирит в итоге 2-0. NaVi.
And again, mid Soneko! Look where he is again! This man on his Sanking! My bloody god! We just... I was worried about the camera control, but I don't need to because I can just keep it double-clicked on Soneko at this point. I mean... oh dear. I mean, level... Yeah, I'll take the rune. Yeah, double damage, yeah. Soneko. He's out. Oh, he might be in trouble. He's got Artstar to help him out. I mean, the Aphotic Shield will kill him when it goes off. Oh! No! Soneko! Oh, I love this guy. Oh, no, don't do it, Snako. Oh, he went back in. There was another shield as well, so he was guaranteed dead. Now Dazzle's there to keep Goblack alive a little bit. And he's got the shallow grave. So at the same time, they did manage to get the Nature's Prophet off as this chase was going on with the Abaddon. So Abaddon will get out. So Dazzle does manage to save him. In fact, is he going to just deny himself here?
Tower is under attack.
Looks like he is. Just denies himself. He's spent all his money, so free trip back to base. Oh, they're crumbling. Yeah, oh, that is, yeah. And given it the Nature's Prophet as well, he's been on the off lane. Hasn't really got that much CS. He was really just focusing on trying to harass down the anti-mage in the lane, so not really focusing on the farm for himself, but yeah, getting himself involved in the second kill. So, 4-2 at the moment, still NaVi with the edge, but the farm's looking good for Invoke and the farm's looking good for the Lycans, so arguably a pretty close game at the moment. Look, bottom lane. They might just get this. Oh, he's not going to be able to go for it. Yeah.
Swift comes the season.
Talking about TP, they're actually going to teleport the Nature's Prophet up top. He's got a haste rune, and we'll see them start to get a push on this top lane. So Nako's going to come forward and use the Burrow Strike here. Needs to be a little bit careful. The Sandstorm to duke this one off. But it looks like they'll lose a tower here. I don't think NaVi can really stop this one. The pushing powers we talked about in the draft is pretty damn scary from Team Spirit. And yeah, they'll take the tier 1 here. And well, Aquaman's got to be careful. He has a charge and he will get it off, yeah. Gets himself out of there. But this is pretty much Team Spirit's lineup coming into power and pretty much what we'd expected. They'll just group up and just take down towers just like that. Oh, Andy, people are saying you're muted in game. Have you got... Yes. Yeah, mate, it's for team as well, because you can have either part of your team. You want open mic for team for casting.
Okay.
We're sorted?
Maybe, yeah, okay, it's working. Okay, yeah, now I see it actually going on. Okay, cool. I just had the wrong box on. I had it for party, not team, because I'm a fool.
There we go. We fixed it, guys.
Yeah. That's my bad.
Apologies to 5 minutes in the past. But
yeah, unfortunate.
Unfortunate. But anyway, what's the plan here? Dendy. He's got 1200 gold on towards his Blink Dagger. At the moment, still having a pretty strong performance. 37 CS up against the 45 for the Invoker. So Invoker is slightly ahead.
It's to be expected though. Like, this is the X-Sword Invoker. You're not gonna outlast hit this. Alacrity is like unbelievably strong. Although with the new puck buffs, the early orbing and the cooldown itself is very nice for him too. So he can spam the wave a little bit more than he used to.
I mean, do you think the fact that we're seeing more puck is totally understandable? Like, has he been put in a position where he is now totally viable in the current meta? Or is it just the fact that there are still some players who are very good with it, and it's something that you'd still only expect to see certain people doing in competitive?
I mean, there are a lot of heroes like that, but I think that it could be the case, you know, if you're really comfortable with something. I always say this all the time, actually, when people ask me, like, how do I climb MMR? Just play what you're really comfortable with. Because you can push the hero to its utmost, and you don't have to worry about, like, oh, this hero isn't in the meta, you know. I think it's fine, as long as you're comfortable with it.
Yeah, and I mean, at the moment, Dandy, as we've said, with his early rotation for Seneko, he did have the start that he needed. Seneko himself, level 4 at the moment, and I think, as you were saying, this is one of the things about when you're playing the Sand King like this. He does need to kind of keep it going unless he wants to start getting these stacks in the jungle made, and at the moment no stacks have been created, so if he wants to sit back and farm, it's going to be a long time for the Blink.
Team Spirit are going right for Roche. Like, with Sand King not having Epi yet, like, Seneco's taking farm priority now. Like, he's actually just going 2 lane. The problem is, without Epi, I don't think they actually have the damage to stop this Roshan. Because with Vlad's and Trees to tank, Na'Vi can't actually contest.
And they're gonna
There's
do
way too much stuff in the pit. It's gonna die.
pretty quick as well, yeah, considering what they've got under their belts, Team Spirit. So yeah, I think as you said, this is gonna be easy Roche, and maybe Na'Vi just have to have kind of accepted that. And when they kind of came into the drafting and saw what Team Spirit had, they knew that they were dire side. They knew that they're going to be able to do this, and they will indeed. They'll get themselves Roche and Invoker picking up the Aegis. And of course, he's got the Midas here at the moment and a fair bit of gold on top. We'll actually switch over to net worth. He should be higher then. Dendi is still level and just ahead, in fact. Lead at the moment is Lycan with his farm, with the pushing, with the tower, with the Roshan. 500 ahead of Ditchara's Anti-Mage. But Anti-Mage at the moment, Perseverance at 1100 gold, should still be a pretty good timing on the Battle Fury, unless Team Spirit are able to take him down. And Team Spirit, they just group up and they're going to power down the bottom lane and look to take a tier 1. And again, nothing really that Na'Vi are going to be able to do to stop this. Ditchara just having a bit of fun in the jungle there with the Invoker. But space is created here for the push to get on, and Team Spirit will take the tower.
Yeah, this is the Team Spirit lineup being showcased in its full power here. There's actually nothing that Na'Vi can do about their 5 men right now. They literally need blinks. If they don't have blink on Sand King and Puck, the defense is impossible. So they're even bringing Ditchara to middle lane, saying, okay, you need to help us push because Team Spirit pushed so fast that there's no way we can make a trade worth it like this. We just have the best.
Yeah,
so now,
they're going again. I mean,
yeah.
Do you just accept that you're going to lose your tier 2s as well in this game?
Yeah, you actually can't fight this. Like, Dendi's here because he's the only person who can spam without putting himself in harm's way. We talked about how Team Spirit have really bad catch. So he's actually the only person who can sit in lane
They're gonna go again.
and whittle the wave down. Yeah, they don't have to stop, Owen. This is Dazzle, Abba, Nature's Prophet, Lycan, Exort, Invoker. Like,
is this where we're at again in Dota? Back to this point where you just power down lanes and win game?
Yeah, I actually think that this is just going to be Rex, because they already glitched.
And Artstyle's
dead. Yeah, okay.
Oh, it's a big dream call. Big Waning Rift onto 4 as well. The Mana Boy comes through. They'll burst down Invoker, but he's got the Aegis. There'll be the Shallow Grave keeping the Lycan alive here. He's still hitting away at the tower. Invoker now back for round 2. Gets the Forge Spirits out again. The Bash coming out from Akmo. Begin to force them back out. So we saw the ults come into play there. The Mana Void and the Dream Call. It does a bit.
They burned Glyph. They burned Glyph, so they have to go. Like, this could actually just be Rax if Na'Vi aren't careful. I mean, I don't know, they used everything there, and Seneco didn't even skill ulti, so he doesn't have Epicenter. Without Epicenter coil down, they only got the Aegis. Yeah, that's just buildings dead. They can just run now. They don't have to they don't have to stay. But Na'Vi are gonna try to make it worth it.
Can they even kill Ramses? He's just gonna turn and slap him.
Oh my god, the aim dot. Oh god, they had Weave on. They had Weave on, Owen. Why would they try?
Oh dear.
Okay, so Na'Vi were in a position where they thought, okay, we can lose the Rax maybe, but if we don't get any kills out of this, then we are like totally screwed. So they're in the position where they feel, okay, we need to fight to try to get something in return because they saw Team Spirit trying to like run away. And then they forgot that there was Weave, and they pretty much got owned by a Dazzle heal and a Lycan.
Oh
so.
Man, I mean...
That's a pretty
Can
huge
Na'Vi
blow.
still win a game like this, where there's just so much momentum in the hands of Team Spirit at this point? I guess it seems like one of those games where they're just kind of counting on Team Spirit to cock up, really.
Yeah, it's possible, but it's very unlikely, I feel. Just because the item timings are a little bit low. Like, on the bright side, they have the tier 1 mid. That's actually a fairly big deal. One lane being dead when you have AM close to Battle Fury is not the end of the game. The bigger issue is trying to keep the lanes pushed out sufficiently so that Team Spirit can't ever get to your base again, you know? Like, you want the AM and the Puck to be, like, wave spamming constantly. You want the Sand King to get blink, not only for the team fight, but also because it's very hard for Team Spirit to catch those heroes. So Sand King's in one lane, Puck's in one lane, AM's in one lane. You have no blink initiator, you have no Orchid, you have, like... You really have no way of killing those heroes, and I think that's what Na'Vi were banking on, is making it to that stage where they could get away with pushing out lanes forever, and they would win that game. But Team Spirit are just hitting their timing too quickly.
Yeah, this is in the fact what level Necro we got. It's just level 1 Necro on the Lycan, but it's still something. He's nearly hitting level 11 as well. Dendi, level 9, Blink and Tread. Seneko does now have a point in the epicenter at level 8, so they've got something else to add to these fights. But it's just so terrifying, this push. That's the tier 1 down, and again, Team Spirit probably not going to stop here. They're probably going to move on for the tier 2 as well. Sending the whole damn zoo
100 gold from Blink. This is big. If he gets his Blink Dagger and gets one good epi, it could be a turnaround here.
Okay.
But he needs to be able to, like... I think he needs to kill the Dazzle. If he kills the Dazzle, the push is over. Because then they can't sustain. Like, the Dazzle is the only thing that's making this possible right now for them. If they can kill him, I think they have a shot at defending this.
Oh, you got your Battle Fury done, but they got
just
mech.
mech. Oh my god.
15-minute mech on this man, and a man that he did die early on, but since that he's been kept his composure, and he's not. I mean, this is the thing. This is godlike, right? He's got what? 1 kill, only 2 assists. He's only got 24 CS, but just because of the amount of towers and objectives that they've taken, he's pretty damn rich.
He really is. Oh, Iceberg. This could be a nice pick. Oh man, didn't get him. The deafening blast.
Oh wow, everything being thrown down there. They say we need a Dream Core, we need a Burrow Strike. I mean, Seneko was there. I don't know. I guess it was maybe it wasn't still on cooldown. I don't know why they necessarily felt they needed to throw down the Dream Core. Meanwhile, same time, top lane, Akmo getting caught out on his own. And the 5-man push is going to now look towards the top lane. They've taken the tier 2 mid. They want to try and find this final tier 2 top. But as you said, Navi, they do have the epicenter blink on Seneko. Maybe that's what's going to be able to turn around. They're going to go straight for it here. Epicenter straight in with the waning wrist as well. The burrow strike onto 3.
Nice
the Fiend Strip, but always want to fly, stopping the Dazzle from doing anything. Dazzle's going to go down, but they've lost it, Chara. And Team Spirit is just turning and fighting. Ramses running down Artstyle. The damage is too much. Bane's going to fall here. Seneko hiding and blinking out in the tree line. Dendi himself got to blink away and get himself out there with the illusory orb. And again, it's a nice combo, but you're only killing the goddamn Dazzle.
Well, it would be okay just killing the Dazzle if they didn't lose their AM. Like, I would even say trading 1-for-1 like Bane for Dazzle is amazing for Navi, because again, he's the one who sustains the push. He's the guy who throws out the healing wave on the Treants and the Wolves to keep them alive. Because if they didn't have that, then between Sandstorm and just Orb Spam, I think they could defend their towers, and look, it's just being showcased now. With no Dazzle to keep the wave alive, like, Team Spirit can't actually breach the high ground. I think they're going to be more comfortable just waiting for Always Want to Fly to come back, a lane's pushed in, wait for the next Roshan, and just play it safe.
And I think, wait, what's that? That is, so now they've got level 3 Necro on both the Invoker and the Lycan.
I mean, I'm not saying it's great, Owen. I'm just trying to find a little bit of happiness for Navi, because killing the Dazzle was a good play. It's just, the trade was too heavy. Like, you can't lose a core for a support no matter what the position you're in, right? Like, you never want to make that trade. Okay, Burrow Strike. There's no FB and they know it. They only have
seconds.
coil.
Oh. This is a little bit
You can't charge the ABBA? What's happening right now? Alright, I think he's dead.
I mean, Mech's been popped. Akmo, he's been popped. And look at these.
It's just game over, man. There's actually just no way they can fight
I
this.
think you just rethink your life priorities now if you're Navi and say, right, we can't let Team Spirit do this because it wins games in 18 minutes.
They had a very fragile lineup. Like, I can see where Artstyle's coming from with his opening draft. As soon as they opened with Invoker Dazzle, Artstyle already assumes that there's 5-man potential there. Just
GG?
Between, yeah. I mean,
GG.
exactly,
Yeah.
it's GG. They can't do anything about it. But, as I was saying, it's like, you open up Invoker Dazzle, and then you want something to be able to contest lanes, to delay the 5-man, and then you want something that can teamfight, is his mentality. So he picks Bane for lane dominance, and then he picks Sand King for teamfight. And unfortunately for Seneko, even though he had like a pretty good early game, I think he actually just spent too much time doing things, like, he wasn't greedy enough.